What's up, Choc babies? It's your girl Choc. I came to slay. I ain't come to play, and y'all know I got time today.
Play my part and I ain't ask for nothing, so I don't hit them up if it ain't important. I'm underrated, I'm still dropping. Bitches mad cause I'm still popping. Gave them chances and I ain't stopping. My son is growing, that ain't stopping. So I gotta go hard, get the made back. See slay back, all jet black. Yeah, I like that, I don't fight back. Take it to God, he'll fight that. Cause I'm tired of tail trying to hold that. That's straight facts, I'm done with y'all. Played the game, but I dealt the cards. Ain't that a shame? You a knockoff for having bad mouth. It's a lost cause. I'm a boss call, make boss call.
All right, so today we are going to be talking about changing your perspective on life, baby girl. Baby boy. Change your perspective on life, okay? And what I mean by change your perspective on life is just basically looking at things through the eyes of wisdom. I hope y'all enjoy this video. I hope y'all get what y'all need from it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to give. I'm here to fill y'all up and help y'all push through, to keep going and to keep on being great, okay? So let's change our perspectives on life around here. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is how do you look at life? Like, do you look at it as a challenge? Or do you look at it as an adventure? It's all about how you look at it. I've been in plenty of situations where I thought life was challenging me, like literally trying to take my last breath. But then I realized it was just an adventure to get to who I'm really meant to be. I want to help other people who may have felt like me, that they are just, that life is living them and they're not living life. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's live life instead of letting life live us. I'm at a point in life where I decided to start opening up more on my YouTube channel, opening up more on my Instagram, because I know it's a lot of y'all out there who are dealing with a lot of things. And I know that I'm not smart. Well, I am smart. So I know that I'm not the smartest, but I know that I can help y'all in some type of way. And I know that y'all can help me too. So that's why I'm here. I'm creating this safe space for us to talk, for us to connect with one another, for us to open up and just be there for one another in different ways, you know, and also knowing that being there for somebody does not take away from you. It doesn't take away from you. It adds value to you, okay, with love. So let's start by saying, if you look at life as a challenge, you have to switch that around. Because if you look at life as a challenge, you're going to continue to look at every obstacle that you come across as unbeatable, undefeatable. Like, you're going to feel like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to do this. But if you look at life as an adventure, and y'all know in video games and adventures, you know, you pretty much can do what you want. So if you look at life as an adventure instead of looking at it as a challenge, you will start to move more solely in your purpose, because you are letting life flow. You are just moving as it comes, moving as it comes. I want y'all to be able to open up yourselves to a place where you won't look at life as something that's just trying to take you out. Let life take you to dinner.
Hey, yo, take me out to dinner.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let life take you out to dinner. Stop letting life cook you them 3-course refrigerator meals, okay? You have to grab life by the horns and you gotta fight. You gotta fight, okay? You gotta fight for that dream. That's what I want y'all to understand. You know what I'm saying? We all going through different stuff. We all handling it in different ways. A lot of the things that I did deal with as a child changed my perspective on life. You know, just being out on the streets and not really having nobody for real. That changed my perspective on life. I learned to not count on man and count on God. You know what I'm saying? That changed my perspective. See what I'm saying? Like, little things like that can change your perspective on life. And then you would look back and you would be like, dang, I'm happy I learned that lesson, because if I didn't learn that lesson, I would have never had faith in this. If I didn't learn that lesson, I would have never thought that this would work out. Like, sometimes the challenge is to set you up for the adventure. So don't look at it as, oh, this is too challenging. Look at it as, oh, this is an adventure that I'm about to take head on. Okay? Where's the boat? Like, no. But seriously, it's like, be more open to changing your perspective on how you look at things. And maybe that would change a lot for you. A lot of us are sitting back wondering, why is this not going the way I want it to go? Why is that not going the way I want it to go? It probably is going the way you want it to go. You just looking at it through the wrong glasses, through the wrong lens. whatever you want to call it, you looking at it wrong. You got to start looking at it as, okay, boom. Okay, say like right now, right? I'm going to just give y'all an example of what I had to just face, right? I've been doing music for almost my whole life, okay? Publicly, 5 years. I constantly get people like, oh, drop music, drop me something, give me something, right? I drop. Do you think that song do anything? It don't really do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And you can't tell me it ain't a banger, because that it is. But I changed my perspective. Instead of saying, oh, people don't want my music, people don't want to listen to me, I'm done with music, I changed my perspective. And I said, you know what? Let me get the people what they want. Let me get y'all what y'all really want. Because what y'all really want, it ain't my music. That's not what y'all really want. What y'all really want is help, wisdom, jewels. That's what y'all really want. Y'all really want to figure out how can a person go through A, B, C, D, X, Y, and Z and still be. That's what y'all really want to know. And I'm starting to wake up and realize that. You want to know? I'll tell you. Just ask. But right now, it's not about me. It's about you. It's about you. So right now, I want you to get you a notebook. I don't care. Get you a notebook. Get you a pen. Real quick. Right now, I'm going to give you a second. Go get your notebook and your pen. Go get your notebook and your pen. I'll wait. I ain't got nothing to do. You ready? All right. Rule number 1. Stop looking at it in your own perspective. Because the more you keep looking at it in your way, you are going to continue to talk yourself out of taking that leap, out of making that change, out of doing something that you really wanted to do. Stop looking at your own perspective. Search for God's plan and his will, okay? And I promise you, it will lead you exactly where you're supposed to be. Number 2, stop overthinking the process. We get into the process and we think, oh, this should only take a minute. And then you in it for a year. Because you overthinking the process. You thinking, oh, well, maybe if I just do this real quick, that'll be over. Or maybe if I do this real quick, then I'll feel better.
No.
That's why it's called a process. Because you have to progress. Okay, you have to progress in the process. You can't skip steps. It ain't gonna work. Trust the process. Number 3, trust it. Trust the process. Change your perspective. Don't look at your own perspective. Trust the process of where you're going. Most of the time, we sit back and we trying to figure out where we're going. We don't even have a map. We don't even have a direction. We don't even know exactly where that is. We just know what it looks like. We don't know where that's at. We just know what it looked like. We don't even know what it feels like. We just know what it looks like to us. Learn to look at it from God's point of view instead of your own. Learn to look at it from a point of view of someone who has not been through what you've been through. And they looking at you and they trying to figure out how you gonna make it out. How you gonna show them? By moping about it? Crying about it? No. You have to get up and you have to move. Faith without works is dead. But also know when to be still. Know when to be still. Don't get up and be giggity. I gotta do the. No, you don't. You don't have to do all that. Let your faith work and be still. It's simple, baby. Stop working yourself up over something you can't change. The only thing you can change is your perspective on it. How it looks to you. That's all you can do. Once you train your mind to go off of a different perspective instead of what it's been running on all these years, you will start to feel like a brand new person. You're going to start to feel brand new again because your mind is not operating how it used to. And that's where I'm trying to help y'all get to. A place where you're not operating out of fear. You're not operating out of anxiety or depression or out of worry. You're operating out of faith, knowing that the process is going to create the progress to the legacy. Keep your eyes on the prize, but change your perspective. to how you're looking at it. Everybody always, they hurt me. He left me. She broke up with me. She stabbed me in my back. So what? Change the perspective. Lord, thank you for showing me that this wasn't my man. Lord, thank you for showing me that this was not my friend. Lord, thank you for showing me that this job was not for me. Start changing the perspective. And I promise, it's going to change your whole life. Because you are going from the victim to the survivor. Lean not unto your own understanding. Change your perspective of your hurt, of your brokenness. Change it. You can do that by yourself. You don't need nobody to come in and help you do that. Hell, you don't even need me to be telling you this right now. But obviously you do. That's why I'm here. Change your perspective. Look at it as a blessing. Instead of looking at it as something that tried to take you out or something that tried to stop you or whatever. I used to get mad at the blockages. Now I thank God for the blockages. I thank God for the blockages. Yes, I do. Because it put a stop in my tracks on what I thought I was trying to do. And it makes me open my eyes and really pay attention to what I'm doing. And then that helps me change my perspective. Don't get caught up in what you see. Go off what you feel. If you feel that you are ready to move on from something, move on. If you feel that you are ready to release, release. Don't wait until the last minute, until you got 50 people knocking at your door and you want some peace. Change your perspective on what is stopping you or bringing you down, whatever that may be. I want you to be able to put your eggs in your own basket. Don't put your eggs nowhere else but into your own basket and watch it multiply. Because it was a point in time where you forgot how to love yourself. I know. It was a point in time where you forgot how to love yourself. To the point where you started to do things that wasn't even you. That wasn't even you. But because you needed to feel that validation, feel that acceptance, you did it. But then you go home at night and you cried about it. Because you didn't even want to do that. Did it get you what you want? Oh yeah, but it left you broken, huh? Empty. Changing our perspective is probably the hardest thing to do. But I know it's the greatest thing you can do when it comes to trauma and hurt and brokenness. Not understanding things. Change your perspective to God's perspective. And I promise you, it'll all make sense then. I love y'all. Keep your head up. Stay strong. Don't stop. Keep going. And I got your back on whatever. I love y'all.
Yeah, big plans, big money. Yeah, and my Nico got 3S. Nah, big plans, big money.